microphone smell like stripper poles and coronavirus. Who's been up here? God dang. I go by Kellz, that is K-E, 2 L's and a Z, like R. Kelly, but without the P. But don't confuse it with me, because do I look like I am built to be peeing on people? Nope, I look like I am built for an Allstate commercial, don't I? Dollar for dollar. Hate looking like him. Can't be sexy at 29 when you look like the Allstate guy? No female ever comes up to me after a show like, I want to be in good hands, daddy. Hate looking like that man, yo. Never, man. Never. Cougars love me, though. 45 and over, y'all love me. Right there. Cougars, man, I go home smelling like raisins and AARP cards. So I get hugs and banana pudding from scratch. My wife be like, why do you smell like menopause? I'm like, why do you know what menopause smells like? 29, your life should be fine. Yep, I'm happily married. Ooh. I know, but I moved to California, so I'm happily struggling. It's crazy. I moved from Burlington to get away from my problems. I got to LA, and I inherited more problems. I lost 30 pounds in the first 3 months. Girl gonna be like, what diet plan was you on? I'm like, poverty. I'm struggling. Feed me. Teamwork makes the dream work. I'm out here struggling, man. I'm doing different things to save money. Like the other day, I decided to Uber, hitchhike. That's when you order the Uber and you look at your phone and you be like, $33.44. Nah, my budget says $4.44. Had to walk it down. Struggle is real, man. Anybody else going through a struggle in here? Or is it just me? Okay, just me. Cool. I was honestly just trying to find out who wanted to go half on Little Caesars later. $2.50 for 4 slices of pizza. Count us in. The struggle should not win. Bringing her everywhere. Bringing her everywhere. Put her as a carry-on bag. Be like, you know what, I got her. She's a fan. Yo, it was so bad, man. One time I got so close to my destination, I got picked up by an Uber driver with no car. It was just a Mexican guy with a shopping cart talking about, get in! Traffic at this time is bad. I'm like, yo, first of all, Juan, we are in the parking lot. Just give me one good push and let Jesus take the wheel. I feel like it's disrespectful to live in California and you get gangbanged on. It's disrespectful. It's crazy, man. I was at a Chevron gas station. The employee banged on me. He said, hey, homie, welcome to Bevron. I'm like, Bevron? You don't see the sign? He said, hey, homie, I see the sign, but we don't say the 3rd letter of the alphabet. I'm like, yo, I'm not worried about the letters. In the logo, they got blue over the red. You need to go inside and talk to corporate. I'm sorry, I mean corporate. So I don't want no problems. Then he said every LA gang member's favorite slogan. He's like, hey, homie, where are you from? I'm like, yo, I'm from New Jersey. I don't want no problems. He's like, oh, Jersey? Like East Coast Jersey, homie? He's like, oh, I got family out there, homie. I'm like, yo, word? Once he said he got family out there, the gangster jumped out of him and entered me. I'm like, oh, you got family out there, homie? North or South Jersey, homie? I was like, because I'm a South Jersey representative myself. He's like, yo, they from a town called Atlanta. I was like, nigga, that is not the same. He's like, look, I'm not good with geology. I was like, nigga, that is rocks. What's wrong with you? Had to learn not to go to the hood, man. I had to learn how to not go to the hood, man. Because you stop seeing suburban stuff. Like squirrels. You ever realize you've never been to the hood and seen a squirrel? My new motto is, if y'all don't got squirrels in the trees, it is not for me. Because I don't want no problems. One time I thought I saw a squirrel, but it was an 8-year-old with adult teeth. This kid was a thugged out 3rd grader. He had a R.I.P. Mike t-shirt on, and at the bottom of the shirt, it said, I killed Mike. I'm like, well, at least this kid is good at advertising. Because I don't want no problems. Learned a very valuable lesson. When you go out, you got to see deer or deer crossing signs. You ever realize you've never seen a deer and a crackhead in the same location? I'm starting to think, man. Crackheads might just be deer in human form. Because what else do you know? You can get hit by a car, get up, and then scurry off 30 seconds later. Crackheads and deer. I am from the suburbs. I don't want no problems. But I'm thankful, man. I'm thankful to be back in Jersey, man, and see the gangsters in my family, man. Like my grandma. Y'all don't know, man. Granny Bear is a thug, man. Joyce don't play. Yeah, that's her name. That's not even a punchline. Joyce, that's what God called her. It's crazy, man. Like I was at her house, man. I was watching Love and Basketball in my room in her house. She gonna open the door, right? And old people, they get to an age where they start mixing up words, right? You know what they mean, but you don't know what they mean. She kicked the door open. She's like, you better not be in here watching no promos. I'm petty, so I wanted her to repeat it. I'm like, Grandma, what? She's like, you heard me. You better not be in here watching no promos. I was like, Grandma, what the hell is a promo? She's like, you know what I mean. With the naked women. I'm like, you mean porno? I go upstairs to take a shower. Next thing you know, I hear her watching QVC in her room. So I kicked the door open like I paid bills. I'm like, oh, you just got promos on and repeat. You're nasty. She's like, these ain't no promos. They're just advertising. I'm like, yeah, they're advertising 2-for-1 specials, a countdown to a sham wow, and they got pearl necklaces. You nasty. I need my dad to take the trip one time for the one time to Cali. But my dad, man, for y'all to understand, if y'all never met my dad, man, he's the type of person that I would like to call a Cowboys fan. Everybody knows one, you know, just stuck in the 90s. I was like, yo, Dad, you need to fly out to Cali. He's like, hey, man, you ain't hear about TWA? I'm like, yes, nigga, in 97. Well, my dad is a bus driver, man, and not only is he a bus driver, he's the best bus driver on earth. This man got ribbons, plaques, and trophies. It's true. He could parallel park a Hummer in a shoebox. He's nice. So I like to mess with him. He listens to old school music like Motown. I like to let him listen to hip hop sometimes. I let him listen to Tatiana by Blueface. All you hear is bust down, Tatiana, bust down. He gonna call me and be like, hey, Kel, why's the bust down? And who is Tatiana? Is she with the union? I remember I made my dad a Facebook. This man started tripping immediately. He said, hey, Kel, what's that little finger thing they doing? I was like, that means somebody's poking you, Dad. He said, hey, whoa, ain't nobody poking me. I don't know what you into, but I ain't into that. My manhood is intact. I'm like, Dad, this is Facebook, not jail. I remember my dad thought somebody was poking me because I got both my ears pierced. That made him sicker than eating Chipotle lettuce. He ain't talked to me for 3 months. I'm like, Dad, why you ain't talked to me for a whole first trimester? He'd be like, hey, man, I thought you was gay. I didn't know how to talk to you. I was like, Dad, I can't be gay, because that's gay. I didn't know how else to explain it. I was like, and plus, man, females love piercings, yo. You should try some. I was like, matter of fact, you had your whole days. I know, because I found your stash of promos. You're nasty. True story. At the age of 13, man, I found my dad's stash of promos. I used to watch them, then rewind them back to the part he had them. At 16, I got bold. I was like, I'm just gonna keep one. What's he gonna do, ask for it back? Like, hey, Kel, you see my 2 nuts, 1 butt? Be like, whoa. I don't know what you into. But it shouldn't be that. At 14, man, I walked in on my parents. Uh-oh, yep, they here. It's crazy, man. I came home from school one day early. My dad gonna turn around and be like, hey, man, what you doing home early? My mom was like, why you come early? I was like, nah, forget all that. I was like, y'all got that move from 2 nuts, 1 butt, didn't you? That is minute 45. I done seen it that. Not gonna lie, man. I used to be addicted to promos myself. I'm gonna be honest tonight, right? It's addicted, man. August 6, 2014, I forgot the golden rule, sir. I forgot. If thou shalt search for cookies, thou shalt clear them cookies. I forgot to delete my browser, sir. August 7th, 2014, I took a road trip with my wife and mother-in-law. That was my second mistake. She gonna ask, could I look at your phone real quick? I just wanna search something. I'm like, cool, man. I forgot that I was watching harlots, Jezebels, and floozies. I'm like, this is pre-Instagram DM. I'm safe, so I think all of a sudden I give her to the phone to her. She gonna be like, what the hell? Her mom gonna ask, what you looking at? She gonna give the phone to her mom. Her mom gonna be like, BBW? That is an interesting way to say Buffalo Wild Wings. She gonna take the phone from her mom, correct her, and be like, no, mom, that means big black women. I slam on the brakes. I'm like, no, it don't. That mean big, beautiful women. I don't discriminate when I'm watching fat chicks. It's my favorite pastime. It's a true story, by the way, too. But I was cool with that, man. She didn't get mad. She was just a little concerned, man. And that was when I knew I had the right woman, because nowadays people are getting mad at everything, right? Last year, there was the black cowboy musician dude, Lil Nas X, and everybody got mad that he was gay. I'm like, yo, he's a black cowboy musician. What else is he gonna be? So the man is dressed like a figure skater anyways. I was mad that he gonna say, I got horses in the back. I'm like, yo, black people haven't got reparations yet, fam. How do you got mythological creatures in the back? Could y'all imagine, man? Females, man, you go to sleep over a dude's house. Everything's cool. You know, hot girl summer. You gonna get your $40 in the morning. Y'all about to get it on. Next thing you know, his wife comes home. You can't wait for an Uber. You gotta jump out the window and hope he got horses in the back. Black people, could y'all imagine the businesses we would have if we had horses in the back? Two females, like, girl, I want to go to the comedy show tonight. Well, girl, why don't you go to the comedy show tonight? Because, girl, I got to go to the weave bar. Weave bar? Yeah, girl, I got to get my hair did. No, you don't, because I got horses in the back. I will get you permed to the front. Get your edges laid flat. Can't nobody tell us nothing. Nothing. Music nowadays is crazy, man. And like, I'm not even getting mad at the young rappers, man. I'm mad at Jay-Z. I'm gonna be real with y'all, yo. Cause, man, like, I miss millionaire Jay-Z. This new billionaire Jay-Z is disrespectful to his fans. I miss the old Jay-Z, you know. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Hov. H to the O-V. I used to move snowflakes by the O-Z. I miss that Jay-Z. Now he's dissing us in his songs. He gonna say, your girl shops at the mall. I'm like, what's wrong with the mall? I'm like, are you too rich for discounts now? He gonna say, no cap, false nigga, you not a boss, you got a boss. I'm like, yo, I just got off work. I don't need this negativity in my life. It's disturbing what I gross. The survey says you're not even close. I'm like, you got my money. I don't need 13 diss tracks to me. Just wait till I get my horses in the back, Hov. Swear to God. People are boycotting Jay-Z though right now, man, because the NFL thing, the rapper we need to be boycotting is Drake. I know females don't like to hear that. Why? Okay, I'll tell you. That's what I'm here for. Cause, man, like, females, they want to live vicariously through Drake's lyrics. Every time he comes out with a new song, females want to live those lyrics. I got into an argument with a girl today. She's like, I started from the bottom, now I'm here. I'm like, you are from Morristown. And now you live in Camden. If you started from the bottom, now you in hell. You're losing. Got into an argument with my sister earlier. She gonna be like, when I die, throw my money in the grave. I'm like, nigga, you owe me $5. Sally Mae call, I'm snitching. Row 6, plot 7. I'm tired of it, man. I got into an argument the other day. Girl gonna say, hey, Drake said I should be nice for what? I'm like, this is Olive Garden. You are our waitress. You better get them breadsticks before we go 0 to 100, nigga, real quick. My whole table ain't giving tips. There's a group of women right now in Vegas, 7 deep, taking back shots from random dudes, doing coke lines, sitting on toilet seats with no nest, just booty butt cheek bare. That's the one y'all ill? That's the one y'all ill. Don't tell me we got bougie in Mount Holly since I left. You know what? The coke line was cool, but the booty butt cheeks, that's where we draw the line. They gonna take a picture at the end of the weekend, right? And they gonna hashtag it, God's Plan 2020. God gonna be like, hey, that ain't my plan. That sound like Satan's solution. Like, Jesus, I know I told you to get comfortable, but you might want to get your chocolatas. It's crazy, man. Like, the world is going crazy, man. Like, I feel bad that I got to be a parent in these crazy times, man. I got 2 beautiful kids right now, man. Little boy, little girl. Yeah. So I invest in buying condoms now. Because my pullout game is childish. But I hate going to pharmacies, you know, like CVS and Walgreens and all that and Rite Aid. Because it's disrespectful, man. There's only two types of cashiers behind the register. There's either an older black woman that is over-judgmental. You know what I'm talking about, the old black woman that look like Mrs. Buttersworth. Y'all know what I'm talking about, the old black woman that look like E40 in the face? With the small glasses and the arm fat? You know what I'm talking about? Or a young white woman that is overly excited to see a black man buying condoms. Just black cock matters. I'm like, no, not that much. That much. Don't get E40's attention. She gonna tell me when to go. But we got a grocery store in California called Safeway. And Safeway has this weird policy where they have a locked condom cabinet. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to do things the safe way, but they got protection for the protection. Now, I gotta be the creep asking everybody, who has the keys to the cock socks? One time I was in Safeway, I went to customer service, and the guy that had the keys was an Asian guy named Peter. Mm-hmm. But he was the Samuel L. Jackson of Asian people, because he was screaming my business all through the aisles. He's like, what size do you need? I'm like, yo, keep it down, Pete. There's a family right behind you. He's like, nah. What size do you need? I'm like, you know what, Peter? The size you can't fit. He gonna get mad at me, lock the cabinet up, and walk away. I'm like, Peter, I was just joking. Help me. He gonna go to aisle 9, grab some trash bags, and be like, this is the only size I can't fit. I'm like, well, hefty. I looked at myself like, wimpy. I'm like, that's the meaning of crouching tiger, hidden dragon. It's a crazy world, man. We gotta raise these kids in, man. I was watching the news the other day. And by news, I mean I was just on Facebook. And I saw this article, man. There was this little girl in Connecticut that runs track, and she was mad that there were transgenders in track. And that made me upset too, because I was like, yo, this little girl came in 8th place. There was only 2 transgenders. They're not your problem. Junior varsity is your problem. I'm sitting there reading this article like, what? I was like, you came in 6th place normally. What do you want, an aluminum foil medal? You are double bronze. It's crazy, man. And the whole time I was mad. I was like, yo, where's the girl in 3rd place? Why doesn't she have an article? Then it dawned on me. I was like, she is in practice. Meanwhile, little Allen Iverson over here is running her mouth, but not running in practice. She's like, I'm just mad that me and my friends couldn't make it to nationals. I'm like, well, you and your friends are losers. Birds of a feather flock together. I wasn't mad at her. I was more mad at the coach, because I was like, yo, you knew those girls had an unfair advantage. If I was the coach, I would have been at boys basketball tryouts with a stopwatch and a DVD of Joanna Man. Like, yo, y'all know what time it is, just waiting for a kid to do a effed up Euro step. Like, hey, man, here's a dress, man. You want to be a star, don't you? Well, welcome to Hollywood. I was an 8th place track runner myself. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. But I wasn't at the finish line writing spoken word poetry and my feelings about Jamaicans. Like, these niggas run too fast. How can y'all run that fast when y'all puff on that grass? Jamaicans are some insane folk. How else can you explain Usain Bolt? I thought Cool Runnings was a movie about bobsleds. Are you telling me you could run like deer and crackheads? All 'cause you got dreads. If I was in my feelings. So I'm glad, man, I got a wife, man, 'cause she, you know, She makes better decisions than me, yo. I feel like I got the right woman, man. You feel like you got the right woman, dog? You do? You know I'm gonna test you, right? So you sure? Is she crazy? Yeah, she answered for you. Yeah, I'm loco. You got the right one. Need your crazy woman. There ain't no love like if I can't have you, nobody can have you love. You ain't in love unless your life is on the line. That's all I'm trying to say. Need your woman showing up at your job causing problems. Like, why you got so many cars parked outside? You got your little side chicks coming to see you? Like, nah, baby, I work at Nissan. There's always gonna be cars outside. Need a crazy woman, man. Y'all think I'm joking, don't y'all? Mary, they're a gospel group. Tina James, she's a member in that group. She found out her husband was cheating. He found out she was crazy and Christian. She's Christian. Because she showed up at his car and she shot his car up 12 times. I'm like, did she just shoot his car up for each one of Jesus' disciples? In the parking lot, like Mark, Matthew, John, Judas. I was like, ooh, he don't want no problems in Jesus' name. Amen. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. The reason I like crazy women, because I have trust issues. Fellas, what man in here got trust issues? Y'all niggas lying. Lying. All right, since I got the mic, I'll be real, okay? My trust issues stem from being the 2010 Take Your Girl MVP. Yep, that was what I was doing. I didn't even like single females. I used to ask, yo, you got a man? She'd be like, no. I'd be like, ew. If nobody wants you, why would I want you? You're not even sought after. I hate that, man. Got my woman, man. She's crazy. I love it, man. Need that attention, you know? Your lady crazy enough to dream that you had a dream? I mean, that she had a dream that you cheated on her and wake up mad at you? That is the sexiest thing on earth. I ain't even gonna lie to you. One time my wife woke me up like, who in the hell is Jasmine? I'm like, baby, I don't know not too many Jasmines on earth. She's like, well, I had a dream. Because when black women get mad, they talking threes. That you and your little side chick, Jasmine, too, got a place, had 3 kids, and you moved me in with you. I'm like, wait a minute, Martin Luther King? I'm like, you had a dream that she moved you in with us? You need to go back to sleep, baby. That was our come up. I am tired of looking for people to go half on Little Caesars with. My favorite pastime, I'm gonna leave y'all with this. My favorite pastime is when I watch my woman argue with other people. I'm like, yes, y'all gotta deal with that psycho energy too. One time she was arguing with the cable company and she took customer service very literally. She thought she had to cuss to get service. But black people, y'all know what we do. The moment we get offered something for free, everything changes. They was like, look, man, we're gonna give you a year free of HBO. She's like, well, God bless you. I'm in the back like, nah, you can't cuss and bless him at the same time. Who you trying to confuse, God? Give that man Forrest Whitaker eye. That's my time. I go by Kellz, Barksdale. I appreciate y'all.